Today we're going to talk about 10 reasons why not to live in St. Pete Beach. Say what? So St. Pete Beach is pretty amazing. It's pretty flippin' fantastic if you ask me. I love it here. It's gorgeous. So why wouldn't anyone in their right mind want to move here? Well, I'm going to share with you today 10 reasons why you might want to reconsider things before you take the plunge and move here. So, reason number 1.
If you're looking for a gated community with an HOA that keeps everything neat, tidy, and uniform, you're not going to find that here in St. Pete Beach. It's first and foremost a beach town with all of the charm and diversity you'd expect from an established community that's been around since the early 1900s. You'll see a small wood frame, one-story home built in the 20s, 30s, or 40s. And maybe right next door to it, you've got a multi-million-dollar home that's been built last year. So it's really a mixed bag, but that's the beauty of it, truly. But if you're looking for an HOA, a gated community, where you've got nice newer homes, they're all very consistent. You can find those in Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, even West Chase, Town and Country, up into Tampa. But down here at the beach, you're going to see that very kitschy and very charming beach residence neighborhood.
Okay, it's time to get real. In St. Pete Beach, you are surrounded by water. You are on an island, which means
Rust. Lots and lots of rust. Anything that can corrode will corrode, and it'll have a shorter lifespan than it would if you lived up on the mainland. Number 3 is not St. Pete Beach specific, but Florida is home to about 50 different species of snakes. A handful of those are poisonous, and over 12,000 creepy crawly insect species. From ants and spiders to millipedes and cockroaches, you find them outside your house as well as inside your house, no matter how much you clean. Number 4. If you don't like dogs, come on, really, who doesn't like dogs? But if you don't like dogs, just know that St. Pete Beach is a very pet-friendly place to live. Here, there aren't a lot of places where you can't bring your dog or other pet. From dog-friendly beaches like Fort DeSoto Park to Pasagrille Dog Beach. And of course, they're generally welcome at a lot of the stores and restaurants as well.
And the good news is if you do have a pet, in most cases, they're welcome to go wherever you go. Number 5. In the summer, it's hot. In the winter, it cools down a little bit, below 70s, 50s, 60s. And gotta watch out for hurricanes and tropical storms. Like the one brewing behind me.
Hurricane Irma was the strongest Atlantic basin hurricane ever recorded outside the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean Sea. The hurricane hit Southwest Florida on September 10th, and St. Pete Beach area residents, as well as those in Tampa, headed for the hills, further inland, or were supposed to. Climate change and rising sea levels are also major concerns.
Number 6. In 2018, we had one of the worst cases of red tide that St. Pete Beach has ever seen.
The toxic algae bloom killed fish, dolphins, sea turtles, and manatees by the tons. Thousands of tons of dead sea life were collected and hauled away to landfills and incinerators. Thankfully, St. Pete Beach hasn't experienced a case that bad since, and today the water is as clear and beautiful as ever. Number 7.
It's hot. It's always hot. All right, it's not always hot, but in the summer it's always hot. In the winter it might get to be more temperate in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. But for the most case in the summer, it's in the 90s, sometimes low 100s. According to my car, I swear it's always in the hundreds.
Number 8.
Take a look around on the beach. That is St. Pete Beach attire, my friends. Beachwear. Sand between the toes. We are not fancy here. There are not a lot of places you're gonna need to get gussied up to go out here in St. Pete Beach. You can, you wanna get on that little black dress and those khakis, go out, have a nice dinner, but just keep in mind, the rest of the patrons might be wearing their flip-flops and coming directly from the beach. There are definitely places nearby where you can get all fancified, and they definitely encourage that sort of thing in downtown St. Pete, for instance, or in Tampa. But here in St. Pete Beach, casual will get you into most places. Number 9 is the median home value here is nearly $600,000. Yes, you heard me right, nearly $600,000. Now, that's not to say that you can't find a home that's less. You can definitely find condos for less, with amazing water views in St. Pete Beach and in surrounding cities. And finally, number 10. The closest mall is Tyrone Square. And Tyrone Square is great. They have a theater, a Macy's, a Dillard's, JCPenney, a bunch of other stores and restaurants, including Bonefish Grill. But not to say St. Pete Beach doesn't have things to do. We definitely have shopping. There are a bunch of shops along Corey Avenue, as well as they have a seasonal farmers market. And of course, with the beach, there comes all sorts of fun outdoor activities like parasailing, windsurfing. You can rent jet skis, paddle boards, you can go fishing. And of course, there's beach volleyball, and you could even walk or run on the beach. Or you can just hang out and lay around, which I'm all for. All right, we made it through all 10 reasons why not to move to St. Pete Beach. But if you ask me, it is the place to be. I love it here. I couldn't be happier, especially during COVID lockdown. This is a paradise. I'm Tracy Forth, and I live here in St. Pete Beach. I'm also a local realtor, otherwise known as the Fancy Lady of Real Estate. And if you liked the video today, please give me a like or subscribe. And if you have any thoughts as to what I should cover next time in the next video, let me know in the comments. Thanks so much. I hope y'all take care and stay safe. Until next time.